You want answers?
I think I'm entitled.
You want answers?
I want the truth.
You can't handle the truth.
I feel sorry for you people that don't drink. I mean it, because when you wake up in the morning, that's as good as you're going to feel all day.
The truth shall set you free. Handle the truth.
You, me, or nobody is gonna hit as hard as life. But it ain't about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. How much you can take and keep moving forward.
Say what?
That's
Just say it. I want to hear you say it. Just say it! Just tell me the truth!
The plan is to educate and entertain?
Yep.
And we pulling up something?
You got it.
Well, we're gonna call it the Bottomless Truth with CD and Juice.
Cheer.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
We're back. We got another episode. Bottomless Truth with CD and Juice. I'm CD. This is my man Juice. And we're here for another episode.
Yes, we are, man.
Another episode.
Another beautiful day in the A. Birds chirping.
This is number 20, bro. Shouts to number 20.
What's number 20? This episode 20?
Yeah.
Oh, shit, I didn't even know that. No wonder it's so nice outside.
Yeah.
It's nice outside, man. It's a lot of big booty bitches walking around in Atlantic Station right now.
Yeah, Atlanta is, and this is a welcome change. You know, I'm in New York all week. And in New York right now, it's 40s, snow remnants everywhere.
It's a lot of big booty bitches walking around Atlanta, Georgia right now.
I hope the camera don't fall. Tripod's fucked up.
What's wrong with the tripod?
Just look at how it looks. It looks like tripod doing the Michael Jackson lean.
Oh, no, what it is
Thriller.
that's just, you know your floor isn't leveled.
So you got to figure it out.
Yeah, so we had to adjust the legs to different lengths.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So I went back, listened to last week's episode, and just remembered how crazy my first week was in New York.
How was your second week?
Total opposite.
So it wasn't crazy.
180.
So it was better.
Yeah, but when I say crazy, I mostly meant like eventful.
Oh, this past week was more?
No, the first week was more eventful.
Right, so this week it was just,
It was just work.
Yeah.
Work. Like, I logged about 58, 60 hours.
What?
Didn't leave the office till 9 a.m. every night.
What?
It was just office, hotel, work. But when we got back to Atlanta,
Fat pockets.
that's when everything started to shift.
But when did you get back to Atlanta, though?
Thursday.
So, what? I mean, how you getting these flights? I mean, how does it work? Like,
Company pay for everything. We just book it. You book your flights, you book your hotel.
but you don't have to come back home.
No, but I had to pay for myself over the weekends.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. If anybody's ever seen like House of Lies with Don Cheadle, similar structure. And the best way for me to describe what I do is like, if you saw the show, you know, they basically travel everywhere, spend the week there, and try to get the consulting engagement, and then they're always like backloaded with a shit ton of after work. I do the after work, so that's why.
Oh,
right. That's
is
why.
Is that a saying in the show? Backloaded with a shit. Oh, okay.
Yeah, like we just signed. That's two. He has these monologues. Don Cheadle be like, "We just had $2.3 million deal, backloaded with a shit ton of after work," and yeah, that's the show. I gotta get my acting skills.
Maybe you could be in the next episode.
Well, one
season
interesting thing did happen when I was in New York. So I got a random call. I'm taking a shower. Scrub-a-dub-dub.
What kind of soap you use?
Hotel soap. Actually,
no, Chris, you making all this money and you using hotel soap?
And it's fucking up my skin too.
No shit, Sherlock.
I mean, it's good hotels. Ain't like we in the fucking La
It
Quinta.
don't matter. It's hotel soap. You might
L'Oreal.
as well be in the La Quinta.
And so I'm washing in the shower and my phone starts ringing. I watch CNN in the shower.
They got a TV in there?
No, shout out to the new iPhone. It's water resistant. So I just put it up.
Oh,
and watching CNN in the shower.
put it up where though?
On the rack, the towel rack in the back. Put a couple towels
So that
in there.
motherfucker is really water resistant.
Yeah, it's not waterproof, it's water resistant. So if it gets wet, it's fine. But you can't go like swimming in the motherfucker.
Oh, okay. So
you
you
can't
watching?
submerge it.
Okay, so
but if it gets wet, it's fine.
It's fine.
Yeah,
okay.
so I'm watching CNN. They're talking about my man Triznayi,
Sure is naive.
And
as they always are.
phone starts ringing. And it was like a Lithonia number. It said Lithonia, Georgia. And I was like, who the hell is this? So I answered the phone, and she was like, hey, is this CD? I said, yeah. She said, we need you for a radio spot on the Joc and...
Oh, yeah.
What's it? Joc and Scon?
Young Joc's radio show.
Yeah,
I
Joc
don't
and
know.
Mo. That's what it... She said, we need you for Joc and Mo, a spot on Joc and Mo's radio station right now. This segment is called Second Date Alert or something like that, and it's the most popular segment on the show. I said, okay. She said, we need you to be someone who just went on a date with a chick, and you guys, like, you're gonna say you guys went rock climbing, and you want to know why she hasn't answered your calls or her texts, and then you're gonna say you ran into her at the bank, and she was your bank teller, and she didn't respond, and she's gonna get on the line and say, you know, that she was looking at your transactions history.
So this was like a staged.
Right. It's a stage thing.
But how did you even get in? How did that even happen?
Instagram. They hit me up via DM, via Instagram.
Right. So I'm saying you
a while ago. They hit me up a while ago, and I just like gave them my information as far as like, yeah.
Oh, okay.
If you ever need something.
Oh, okay. So it was kind of like a network thing, and they actually needed you.
Right.
Randomly, and
right.
they called you to be on the radio segment.
Right.
And you did it.
And I did it. It was awesome.
You did do it. I listened to it.
It was hilarious.
It was fucking hilarious.
We were trying to get somebody to record it so we could play it on the pod.
Well, I listened to it. Apparently you were on there twice. Like you called in and you gave this whole story about how you met her. I guess.
So my name was Bobby. This is how it started. My name was Bobby, and I called in, and it was just like, hello, yeah, man. So I went on a date with this chick. And we went rock climbing. Everything was good. And how I knew it was good is because we actually talked about some family stuff. We talked about things that are deeper than things you would talk about on a first date. She was real comfortable. We were real comfortable. It was so good I even got a kiss on the first night, right after the date. I said, but she didn't hit me back. She didn't text me back. I said, a couple weeks go by. I go to the bank, and believe it or not, she's my bank teller. And when she's my bank teller, we had a good conversation again, talked about the things we were talking about before, and I told her I would reach out to her, and she said, okay, fine. And then she just randomly stopped texting me. And
really?
That's what I said. That was the beginning.
Okay, so...
And so then she came on and was basically like, hey, I looked at your transactions, and she was like, you selling wolf... She said you selling wolf tickets.
She said you selling wolf tickets, so I guess... That mean you flexing, maybe? What does that mean?
In my household, a wolf ticket is just when somebody brags and boasts, right?
Yeah.
Out of nowhere, unwarranted.
Yeah, I mean, because that's when I listen to the radio. Because you text me and you was like, bruh, listen to 94.5 right now. I'm going to be on the radio, but my name is Bobby. Very random.
So random.
So I listened to it, and I called it when I missed the first segment when you was telling the fake story. But I caught it when you and her were on the phone together.
Yeah.
It was pretty funny. It was like, what'd you say? You said,
she was like, yeah, I went through you.
I went through your bank statements, and you were in the negative, and you made it seem like you had all this money, but your bank account was overdrafted.
Yeah.
And you said, he was like, bitch, you don't know why my bank account is overdrafted? You don't know if I had family issues? You don't have a medical bill? And she was like, nigga, you tripping. You ain't had no medical bills. I looked at your transactions. You in an overdraft because you bought some Swishers at a gas station.
I said, bitch, you don't get itemized receipts
from a gas station. So you don't get itemized receipts. You said, this is illegal.
This is illegal.
It was pretty. It was for the average listener who didn't know that was kind of set up. It sounded very real.
I was like, this is illegal. I'm calling your boss.
Yeah, I'm calling. Yeah.
Whoa, Bobby, whoa. We ain't want nobody to get fired.
Yeah, we're going to get off the phone.
We're going to get off
the phone. Yeah.
I was like, come on now. But that was fun. That was an interesting part of my New York week.
That was pretty. I remember I was on the same thing, something similar to the same thing kind of happened when I did the blind date thing with Steve Harvey show. Yeah, it was like a setup kind of thing.
Yeah, you a lot better than me. You Steve Harvey. I'm Young Joc.
Yeah. I was fucking with big bro Steve, man. So that was pretty fun. We went out to a dinner, and They paid for everything. Rode around in the Yukon.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we went to Sweet Georgia Juke joint. We went to the arcade.
I
didn't come out of my pocket one dime.
I don't think I even got to thank you.
Yeah, I don't think you did either. They ain't send you no gracias email or nothing like that.
We appreciate it.
Yeah,
Send me a DM.
they ain't sliding your DMs.
Come on, Joc.
That's crazy. And that's crazy. They called you the morning of.
5 minutes before. It was
Them
like,
niggas ain't-
here's the scenario.
Hey, man, that's the difference between Steve Harvey, Tom Joyner, and these other up and coming radio stations. That's horrible planning, man. Who's in there?
I don't know.
Their marketing, their planning
email.
committee.
I need to go ahead and send an email to 94.5. Matter of fact, tell them they need 2 new hosts.
Yeah,
CD and Juice.
Yeah,
we'll take you home.
Yeah,
we'll take
we'll take your radio show over. We'll do it the right way. Proper prior planning prevents piss poor performance. We will not call somebody to be on a radio show while he's in the shower 5 minutes prior to being on a damn radio show.
And Joc suck anyway. Let me not say that.
With that fucking perm.
Just in case
He
we
still
do
got
work
that
together.
perm?
Yeah.
I got a question. With shit like that, do you think niggas are reaching for attention since it's been so long since he been in the limelight? Do you think they have to do any and everything to kind of seek the attention and stay relevant since his songs ain't really popping? Because it's been a while since Meet Me in the Trap. It's going down.
Well, I mean, yeah,
Meet
you
Me
got to
in the
do.
mall. It's
Well,
going
his big thing
down.
was-
Meet Me in the club.
his big thing was media,
It's going down.
right?
Guarantee you. You remember that dance? Guarantee
Yeah,
you
I
meet me.
got it. I
Guarantee to
remember
go down. First thing first. Okay, man.
So, Young Joc in particular.
No, I'm sorry to mean to cut you off, Chris. How many times have we referenced Young Joc on this show?
At least 5.
At least 5. No fucking way. And now you're on his radio show. That just dawned on me. You saw Young Joc at Captain D's.
Captain D's,
You
yeah.
saw Young Joc going somewhere. I forget
Oh,
the
we
other.
was at the club. and
You
he
was
had
at the club, right?
section.
You had
Yeah.
Young Joc at the section.
Yeah.
Now you
At
was
least 5
on.
times.
Now people say you look like Young Joc, and now you were randomly on Young Joc's radio. What in the entire fuck? That's crazy.
That is
Our
weird.
listeners know, like our true listeners, we randomly bring up Young Joc, and it's so crazy that
I was on the show.
you
I was
ran
on
past
his
Young Joc once again. I cannot wait for the next Young Joc encounter with you, because it's gonna be epic. I know it is, because it gets better and better every time.
Yeah. Next time we're gonna be popping bottles together.
Yeah. Next time
Couple business.
we need to get him on the show.
We need to get Joc on the show.
Joc, we need you, bro. We need
Young
Joc.
Joc.
Come on.
What's his name on Instagram? Joc something.
I don't know.
It don't matter. Hey, everybody tweet Joc. Tell him to be on the Bottomless Truth.
Truth with CD. We would
Juice.
love that, man.
We would love it. Fantastic. But so yeah, moving forward. Other thing that happened this weekend, my cousin is getting deployed on. Actually, when the episode drops, he got deployed yesterday. Going to Iraq and Syria. He's gonna be first boots on the ground in Syria. President Trump just issued an order for us to have troops in Syria, and he's in the first group, and he actually just found that out. So
Prayers,
he
man.
came-
Prayers up for Big Cuzzo, man.
right, he lives in Bumblefuck, South Carolina, like real bad. Like Wagner is the name of the town,
I don't know anything about it.
and they
What makes it so bad? Is it the hood?
it's just a street. Wagner about the size of Atlantic Station.
Really? That's where he from?
Yeah, that's where he's born and raised. Like his mom still lives there,
Really?
and so
Ain't no banks over there.
they got a bank.
Wagner City Bank.
It's so bad they call it the Noya.
What they call to know you?
The Wagner. The nickname for it is Wagnolia, so they call it the Noya.
Why?
You know, every
I
time
want to know what the pregnancy rate is.
ain't nothing else to do.
I want to know what the pregnancy rate is. I know niggas is fucking and wagging. Doing a lot of humping at Noya. In the Noya. Getting that out of Noya ass.
So so he lives in Fort Hood, Texas, and just decided to drive home to see everybody before he gets deployed, and it's an invasion. So prayers up. Shout out to you, Cuzzo, John Jenkins, Staff Sergeant, in the Army. So we turned up in Atlanta. He wanted to just turn up, so we called.
And this
up the
was
homies.
Friday night.
Yeah, just called up the homies.
I couldn't make it with y'all boys.
It was dope, man. We had a great time. New spot. Don't want to plug them. because they
ain't paying us.
They ain't paying us. But it was good. Good time, good vibes, good people. We had a section. Our homegirls had a birthday. It was just
Really?
great.
Yeah, I saw the pictures. It looked like y'all had a good time, man. I was Friday. I had to babysit the kids. My sister's my niece and my nephew. I gave my sister the night off, so I let
That's good.
I
That's nice.
let her get in them streets, and I got my uncle duty on, and just real fun, man. Just cool being with the babies, man.
And then last night we had a good time.
Last night, what we do?
Saturday night. We
Man, I was so inebriated.
Yeah.
Do you believe?
That's why we drinking the mimosas.
Yeah, we drinking the mimosas today,
'Cause we
man. Got to take it
recovered.
easy. Yeah, but
Recovery.
we was at this bar, bro. We was at this bar on the east side. Once again, we not gonna plug them because they ain't paying us. But we was at this bar on the east side. First off, I was at my homegirl birthday dinner, right? Then after that, Chris and my homie Maria, shout out to Maria, they text me. They ran into each other randomly at the club, and then they sent me a picture like, come to where we at. So I'm like, damn, I'm on the west side. They all the way on the east. I wasn't even on the west side. I'm on the south side. I'm on the south side. Y'all all the way on the east side. I'm like, fuck it. You only live once. I've been drinking all day. Been drinking since 11:30 a.m.
Oh, that's all day.
Yeah, that's all day.
Well, because you were making music.
I was making music. I was
Yeah.
cleaning up my house, and during the weekend, what I got to drink water for?
Pour a little swig.
Right, you can pour a little swig.
Right.
So I drove all the way out to the east side to meet y'all. Line longer than a bitch. All right. Finally get inside, and I see niggas walking right. This is a venue, you guys. This is an establishment. All right. A bar, a well-known bar. But I'm walking around, I see all these niggas with 40 ounces in their hand.
40s.
40s.
Straight 40s.
Like this is boys in the hood.
Yeah.
So I'm asking Chris, I'm like, is there a certain function going on? Because in Atlanta, like any other city, they do like certain parties, like theme parties, grits and biscuits. Or,
Yeah. Well, actually, the thing was, so downstairs in this venue, they had I missed the old Kanye party. So the spillover, the reason upstairs was just so packed. Was because you couldn't get in downstairs.
Oh.
Because everybody and their brother was trying to go to the old Kanye party.
Okay. Now that means that explains why I was so packed.
Right.
But I'm looking at all these 40 ounces, and I'm like, is this like a boys in the hood party, or is this like a Minister Society theme party? Like, what the fuck is going on? I've never seen an establishment where you could walk around with 40s in brown paper bags. And then Chris,
they
had
put
them
them in the
brown
brown
paper bags. Chris was like, "Nah, bro, they just sell them at the bar." I said, "I could get a 40 in this motherfucker. I
get a 40.
I could get a 40 in here, like right now.
Yeah.
I can go to the bar and get a 40."
My super that time, yeah.
Yeah. So I went to the bar. No lie, bro. 40 cost me 8 bones, but
It's a 40.
it's a 40. And that
Beers cost
motherfucker-
$8.
It was huge. Oh my God. I don't know when last time y'all motherfuckers drank a 40 ounce, but that bitch, I had to hold that bitch with 2 hands. I had to drink that bitch like I was a child drinking a glass of milk.
Like you Tom Brady.
Yeah, man. That shit was huge. But it was a great time.
Tom Terrific.
Yeah, man. We had a blast last night.
Oh, yeah, great
Chris
time.
kept taking the 40 out my hand trying to swig it. I'm like, nigga, get your own 40. You know what I'm saying? You can't have none of my 40. You drink my 40, then it's gonna be a 20. I don't want a 20 ounce. I want a 40 now. But no, we had a good time.
Speaking of Tom, how's it been since the Super Bowl, man?
Man, next question, man. Next
All right.
question, man.
Well, anyways, we gotta.
I ain't talking about them bum ass Falcons. No. Niggas been hit me like, Ray.
Gotta talk about it.
You ain't.
Gotta
I
talk
noticed you ain't been talking about the Atlanta Falcons since y'all went to the Super Bowl. Everything all right? Y'all still cool? I mean, you still repping the Dirty Birds?
Y'all still cool.
I mean, you breathing over there, bro.
You and your man Hardy still going to
Yeah, you
y'all
still
making it happen?
straight, man. You and Arthur Blank still building that stadium. What's going on? I ain't heard nothing from the Falcons since y'all lost. Man, I'm gonna just make this real quick.
Yep, because we gotta move on.
We got rid of Shanahan got us there. And Shanahan was also the reason we lost. I think
Can't sit on the ball.
I mean, congratulations to Tom Brady and everything, but we'll be back next year.
Will you?
Rise up, yes, we will.
I thought that too.
No, y'all boo boo though. Y'all ain't got nobody but Cam.
Okay.
Yeah, y'all ain't got nobody.
Y'all win in spite of Matt Ryan.
It don't matter. We got beasts on the field. Y'all got one beast.
You say Cam?
Cam, that's it. Who else you got? I'll wait.
Kuechly? Might be literally the best.
Offensively, who y'all got? Ted Ginn Jr. Trash.
Dalvin Cook. Here we
Trash.
go. I can't
so-
wait
oh,
to.
somebody ain't even got you. All
Hey,
right,
don't worry. Hey,
moving
man,
on.
I got faith the Panthers going to make the right decision at number 8.
Moving
and we're
on.
going to draft Dalvin Cook with the 8th pick of the 2017 NFL Draft.
see, Mal
the
Kiper.
Carolina Panthers select Dalvin Cook, running back.
Y'all need a running
Florida
back,
State.
though. Y'all
we
definitely-
do.
yeah.
We got to take Dalvin over Fournette. Because Fournette, you can't trust him. You can't trust a man who didn't play in college. Because everybody's
play.
like, no, he didn't. He wasn't even the best running back on his team last year. Last year, Darius Geis was. And Darius Geis is
Fournette got
beast.
injured, didn't he?
Injured. You know what I'm saying? Fournette got injured, about the same as Donald Trump run his real news.
Yeah, it's real news.
You know what I'm
Man,
saying?
do we have to talk about Donald Trump today, man?
So here's what we do.
I'm so sick of tired of talking about this imbecile, this idiot, this fucking asshole, this inconsiderate prick. I'm sick of talking about him, bro. But we got to.
So we at the 20-minute mark right now. Let's put 10 minutes on the clock. We got 3 topics. We're gonna spend 10 minutes talking about each topic, and then we're gonna be out. 50
gonna
minutes,
be out.
in and out.
In and out. Boom, boom. Like some quick pussy.
So
Like that prostitute pussy. In and out. Bang, bang. Leave something on the dresser.
quick visit.
Yep. Hey, man, what we drinking today, though?
That's
Just
that back page pussy.
Yeah, that's that back page pussy. That's that back page for us. Back page for us. If y'all don't know what back page is, look it up. Get you some back page for us.
So today we are sipping on just some mimosas.
Just some mimosas, man. Freshly squozen orange juice, though. This ain't concentrated.
Yeah. This ain't simply.
This ain't simply. We really went in. I really put the work in to go walk the Publix and buy them navels. Come back, Chris sliced them bitches and juiced them bitches.
Yeah, we juiced them. So we got fresh. This is all. It's dope.
First topic.
All right, so Trump, if you haven't been paying attention, one of the things that's really been going on the past few weeks, all the Senate confirmation hearings. We actually had a first with one of the Senate confirmation hearings. It was the first time. This is a quote from Jake Tapper, CNN. You can Politico, fact check it. But
Fact
it was the
checks.
first time that in recent history that multiple senators from the president's party voted against
no.
one of
Yeah.
the president's picks.
Yep.
And it actually happened again, right? It happened with Betsy DeVos, education secretary, and it also happened with the pick for the person to run the EPA. And it's just been getting crazier and crazier every fucking day.
Yeah.
I feel like Trump has been president for literally 275 days, not 27 or 26.
Yeah.
or whatever
And this we're getting all of this, and it's only been it's not even March yet. You know what I'm saying?
We are literally drinking from a full ass water hose, but that water hose is connected to a fire hydrant, and we can't digest all the shit that's just happening.
It's so much going on, man. Like this week, the two major things, of course, this week was the resignation, I guess, of Michael Flynn, the National Security Advisor, and did he resign? So he did resign, but Trump called for his resignation, correct?
Yeah, he didn't resign. He got fired.
Right, but what was it? He got fired, but
He got fired.
it
on his
was
day off.
but Trump told him to resign.
Right. He was asked to step down.
He was asked to step down because he was sharing. Correct me if I'm wrong, but he was letting Russia know of certain sanctions, and he lied to the FBI about it. Correct?
That's a piece of it. But mainly it was during the campaign he had consistent talks with Russia.
Right.
And the part that you're talking about is the one that's the straw that broke the camel's back. And he also lied to Mike Pence.
Mike Pence was unaware. Right.
And so
only person in the White House unaware.
So he had to go. But there are a lot of loose ends, and they just had to tie up the loose ends. And
A lot of leaks.
And
But we're gonna get these leakers, according to Trump.
Yeah, man. I mean, really, what it is with the Flynn situation in particular, it literally has laid the groundwork for what could be the biggest scandal in U.S. politics history, bigger than Watergate.
Yeah.
And that's just because this will be one of the first times that there is collusion with another country, and especially a country as bad as Russia with USSR ties. Everything that happened between the history of Russia and the US is bad, right? So when you're talking about collusion to get this person elected, if Russia wanted Trump to be the president, nothing good can come from that presidency because there's so much bad blood to begin with that the question should be raised, why do they want that? Why is this their potential, like the best thing for Russia is to have Donald Trump be the president? Why is that?
I think. I mean, I hate it. I mean, I hope this isn't the case. But Trump being such a businessman, I think in this case, and I think further on, you're going to see why. I believe he's still trying to put his business practices above running the country. Like what's done in the dark comes to light, and I think it's only a matter of time that the truth actually comes out in Trump's involvement with Russia. And I think it's all going to be business related. I believe that this, like looking at everything that's been happening on throughout the week, with the whole with the whole Michael Flynn thing, lack of communication, leaks in the White House, Kellyanne Conway saying one thing, Trump saying another thing,
Spice Dog,
Sean Spicer saying another thing. It's like,
can you imagine Kellyanne Conway and Sean Spicer's like their job description? What the fuck does their job description read?
Dummies.
No, their job
dumbass motherfuckers that don't know
that's
shit.
That's their bios.
Yeah.
Their job description is probably like, okay, when the president tweets something stupid, you have to go on CNN, spin it. Kellyanne Conway is literally just a human spin cycle. She the queen of that shit, though. She be, pew, pew. You put her on C-SPAN, you got to see her, man. She's spinning the hell out of everything.
She tries to. I mean, she's the one that came up with alternative facts. She was the one. But
those are just alternative facts.
It's just,
how good do you have to be like, lies?
But isn't that a lie? Isn't an alternative fact a half truth? A half truth is a whole lie. When I'm looking at this whole Trump thing and this debacle,
smartest thing you ever said on the radio, on the pod, boy.
It's
a half truth is
a whole lie. That's what Mom Duke used to tell me. It's really like watching a new season of House of Cards. That's really what this shit is like. You know what I mean?
No. This shit is more like watching a season of a parody of House of Cards.
Yeah, this shit is
like, I can't, like, even on House of Cards, niggas wouldn't do this shit. Like,
well, but I'm saying what
Could you imagine Frank Underwood?
But I'm saying with House of Cards is so much shystiness going on.
Yeah.
Like,
I see what you're saying.
It's so much.
Oh, definitely. So when we talk about the Michael Flynn thing, Michael Flynn was also the same guy who stood up in the RNC and was shouting, lock her up.
Lock Hillary up. Lock her up. He
talking about Benghazi. So really, it's just Flyngazi. He's like,
yeah. Right? Oh man, nice.
Solid.
Somebody working on it. Somebody working. Somebody. I think it's Chris.
So he's Flyngazi, the Flynstigator. He literally was trying to put this woman in jail for emails.
Mm-hmm. And look at you.
For email.
And
now when the tables are turned, they're saying, they're on CNN, everyone is saying, well, I don't deal with what happened in the past. What happened in the past, he resigned, let's move on.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Him talking to Russian, him talking to Russia and communicating with Russia, it puts the U.S. at a liability, because who's to say what kind of information he's providing Russia with? You know what I mean? That's the scary thing. That's the scary part. So, did somebody just walk in? Oh, what up, bro?
Turn, babe. We got turn.
What's happening? Turn number 3.
Turn number 3.
Turn number 3.
Turn number 3.
What's up, turn?
I thought you said your flight left at 5.
Are you rolling out? Yeah. Oh, you just can't. I like them boots, Bo. All right, man.
All right, man. So you tell the people hello, or you just gonna leave it go?
Yeah, in and out. All right, man. But back to but before we wrap this up, we gotta touch on this fucking 77-minute horrific press conference that Trump had this past week.
I think he just threw up on the media. He literally just threw up on the media for 77 minutes straight. He talked about nothing. He attacked the media. And the craziest thing
called him out. Dude called him out too.
Yeah, and the craziest thing is when you talk about who had passes, Breitbart, right? Breitbart is Steve Bannon's company. You know, Bannon his right hand man, and they had the seat to the press conference. So you talk a lot about fake news, but really Trump is just trying to curate the news. He's trying to curate the news to his fan base, and he needs to mobilize his fan base because he sees the Democrats on the other side with the resistance. And if you don't
This
know,
was a good week for the resistance, as Bill Maher would say.
Right.
Great week for the resistance.
and if you don't know the resistance by now, you gotta go Google it because what's actually gonna happen with the resistance now is that the Congress goes into recess, their first recess of the year, and all of the congressmen are gonna leave Washington, go back to their districts and their homes, and they're gonna have all of these town halls and different debates. And the resistance is making a plan to go out to all of these town halls and really hit your congressman hard.
That's what they've been doing. That's what they've been doing.
You gotta ask them. You see what I'm saying?
They've been boycotting outside the town halls
but
and
the recess
everything.
is about to happen now. So the thing is, you need to go online, figure out when your congressman is having something, and go and visit. And I'm definitely, if I'm able to go, if I'm in New York and I gotta go up there, if I'm here in Atlanta and gotta go, I'm gonna make one and report back to the podcast for sure.
Yeah, but it was. Did you see when I forget his name, but one of the reporters, because you know Donald Trump, when he feels the pressure, he always goes back to what he knows best, which is the election, which is I wasn't supposed to get. They said I wasn't going to get 370 votes. They said I wouldn't get 220. So when he brought the numbers back out, he said this was the most. He lied, and then my man stood up and said, well, you said these are the most electoral. Right. You said these are the most electoral votes for any presidential candidate. He was
Obama won by 360.
Right. But then he said, did you hear what he said? He said, I meant Republicans.
Right.
And then he called him out again.
Yeah,
he said, well,
like,
George Bush had 430.
Yeah.
He was like, I'm just reading you what I saw. Well, I'm just telling you what I saw.
Right.
So basically,
who did George Bush run against to get 400? Cheney?
I can't remember.
No, Bush Cheney. They were on the same ticket.
George
Bush.
Lost. Al Gore.
He beat Al Gore. No, it was because he lost the popular vote to Al Gore. It was the re-election term is when he got the 400 or whatever. I can't remember, but how
John Kerry?
John Kerry, yeah. How trash you got to be to lose to George Bush by 400 votes?
Well, I mean, but Trump was like, he called him, and then somebody brought up a good point. Like, if you can't trust, if Donald Trump lives in his own bubble, well, President Trump, I got to call him that. President Trump lives in his own bubble. And if we can't trust him with little facts like that, how are we going to trust him with the big pertinent facts? And to cap things off, before we move on to our next topic, the nerve of this orange mofo to start his 2020 campaign.
Well, you got to revert back to what you do best. He's losing a lot of traction, losing a lot of ground. So if your White House staffers are quitting, it's literally a shit show.
It is.
What can you do when as much as he hates fake news, all the news is negative. All the news is negative. You got fucking SNL parodying him, SNL parodying Spicer. And everything is bad right now. So what do? You got to mobilize your forces. You see the resistance picking up steam. How do you do that? You motivate your people.
But when you going to run the country, though?
That's not what he does.
But he's supposed to.
But that's not his strength.
And last thing, too.
He is running the country. I mean, by he, I mean Steve Bannon.
He ain't even in the White House. My man taking trips every week to that Florida compound.
Mar-a-Lago.
Yeah.
He's in Mar-a-Lago. The Secret Service literally came out with a report in the New York Times saying this has been the most difficult. Like it's stressing the Secret Service having to protect his wife and son in New York, him in Washington.
This nigga is, man. It's.
But that's not uncommon. Like the Bushes.
They weren't going every week though. He go every week. He don't even stay. He don't even stay in the White House.
Third weekend in a row.
He don't even stay there.
Yeah, it's crazy, man.
It's crazy.
So we
pray for the country, man. Pray for the country. Pray for all of our elected officials, Congressmen, whatever. Just come together. We got to do something.
We got to figure out who's going to be our guy in 2020.
Yeah, for the Democratic.
It could be. They're throwing out names like Cory Booker. They're talking about America might be too soon for another black president.
It ain't never too soon for black baby.
But Cory Booker he's legit.
He had a New Jersey, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And then
top me off, bro.
Also,
pause. Pause.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, pause. Long pause on that.
Also, Tim Perez. You know, he he could be the first Latino president, but he's got a lot of
Appreciate
he's got a lot of baggage he's got to deal with himself.
I think
right now.
Hillary should give it one more shot.
To do what?
Run for president. Third time's the charm of the United States.
Hillary better run for president of the Red Hat Club.
Whatever, man.
What is it called?
Whatever, man. We went over time, man. Next subject, man. Hillary, I'm rooting for wherever you are. You probably still crying somewhere with crying your heart out, but
Hillary,
I think you should give it a shot.
Hillary needs to sit her muffin top tie.
Divorce Bill. That's what the fuck you need to do. Bill has been bringing you down since you left law school for his ass.
Chicks always blaming niggas for their demise.
No, come
Anyways,
on, man.
man.
Come on.
Anyways,
President
on to
Bill,
the next.
come on,
On to
man.
the next.
That's the proof of what being in love with the wrong person look like.
The last thing I did want to say about Trump, John Oliver did a special piece. You know, he does Last Week Tonight on HBO. And just when we were talking about getting back to what makes you comfortable.
These mimosas hidden, bro.
His staffers literally probably were like, let's get back to what makes him comfortable, to give him not confidence, but to get the media talking about something else, right? To put the wool over our eyes about all of the real policy issues that we're having. You just promoted someone to run the EPA that thinks that climate change is a hoax. Like what? You know, it's 70 fucking degrees in Chicago, Illinois.
It's 70 degrees
in
everywhere in February, yeah.
70 degrees in Chicago, Illinois in February.
And climate change is a hoax.
Hoax, not real.
Not real.
So
alternative facts.
Right. And so all of these things are happening.
Yeah.
And the wolves put over our eyes is like, hey, let's go get our people. And what John Oliver said is, the thing is that he's getting his news. Trump is getting his news from the media, from fucking
He's getting
from
his news.
CNN, from Fox, from Breitbart, from Facebook.
He's getting his news. He's getting his news, and he's twisting it though. He's not.
The 3 million voters. That was an original report from Breitbart, right? And so he took that information and ran with it. When you talked about how he was when President Obama pardoned the girl that did the thing with Snowden, the traitor to America. Can't think of her name right now. But he came out and said the exact same thing that Fox News said about it. Like, she was an ungrateful SOB, basically, for not thanking Obama for pardoning her. And you know that the right thinks that that's weakness,
right,
on Obama's part, right? So the stance, the last thing I want to say is that the reason that there are people still behind him is because they too are getting their news from the same sources that he's getting them from. So when they hear him say 3 million people voted illegally, they can say, you know what, I read that, he said that, it's true.
It's true.
And I can believe that. And the best thing is the town hall that CNN did, Allison Camerata actually asked this lady, she said, hey, she was like, well, 3 million illegal voters voted in California. And she said, where are you getting that from? Where are you getting that number from? She said, the media.
Yeah.
And the media.
It's the same Donald Trump's the media.
Right. So if you ever wonder why or how the fuck someone could just believe this shit, that's how. Yeah. That's how. When you get a White House press briefing and you can when you go to briefings. No, CNN put up a thing, a graphic the other day, and basically it was like all the people that Donald Trump has criticized, and it had a list of people, and it showed their pictures, including the FBI, including the CIA, including the NSA, about different things. And then the one person that he hasn't criticized or he said isn't telling untruths. Fox News? Nope. Who? Vladimir Putin.
Oh, duh. That's what I'm saying. It's gonna come out, but he and Vladimir got a business deal that
all of this is speaking back. If you look at the rise of Adolf Hitler and the rise of Donald Trump, it's eerily similar.
It's eerily similar, but niggas ain't letting that happen.
And one thing that people don't understand about Hitler was such a great orator,
but he isn't though.
He's not, but he does a phenomenal job of rallying his troops.
Yeah, he's a great marketer. He's a great negotiator. That's Donald Trump's strongest suit. He knows how to negotiate, but he doesn't know how to run. He doesn't know how to lead. And as a president, you need to be a leader. You need to, you need to be a leader. And
Steve Bannon is leading.
But what
running.
next, man?
America.
Next topic, man.
Steve Bannon.
Enough Trump. Enough alternative news. Enough alternative news.
A lot of people were fucking pissed off.
Yeah.
Last week.
Hold on.
Last week we were actually getting ready for the Grammys.
Let's take a shot. Take a swig to alternative news.
Alternative news. Kellyanne, marching in her parade.
What were you saying? A lot of people was pissed about what?
A lot of people were pissed off about
We
Adele.
went well over 10 minutes too with that one.
Yeah, a lot of people were pissed off
always-
about Adele.
Winning all the categories. Adele won every category she was nominated in.
She
Everyone.
had like 13 nominations.
She won she won every category she was nominated in against Beyonce. She beat Beyonce in all her categories.
Yeah, she is the Patriots.
She is definitely the Patriots.
She's Tom Brady.
She's Tom Brady.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I like how Charlamagne put it. Charlamagne said, "I can't believe the Oscars chose unseasoned chicken over Beyonce."
Yeah, that's what I'm
He
saying.
said Adele is just unseasoned chicken.
She unseasoned chicken.
Like for real. And I was like,
I mean, it's
everybody
okay.
loves chicken. It's good.
But the thing is, bro, I've been reading so many articles on this shit. Check this out. So you got some people in the Grammy committee that's basically saying that although Beyonce's album was amazing, it was her best album, one of probably her most vulnerable projects. She still isn't seen as a true artist. She's seen as an entertainer and as a performer. So when you are giving out awards for best album of the year, they take into consideration everything, and more so writing the album. They say Beyonce did not write most of those songs. You know what I mean? She has a team of writers.
yeah, but she always has.
Right. That's what I'm saying. But Adele, that's her life. That's her story. Those are her lyrics. You see what I'm saying? And she's seen as a true artist. So the committee, they failed to recognize innovation. Beyonce is innovative. She's different. She does more than
Beyonce's Google, Adele's IBM.
exactly. But the Grammy committee is IBM. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, they old.
They
school.
old school. It's like anything else. You got all them old wigs and all them old industry fucking old heads who aren't really open to change. Like everybody in that arena knew that Beyonce was supposed to get album of the year. But
Even Adele.
But how about that though? So how do you
I'm a little sauce.
How do you me too, my cheekbones kind of tingling. How do you congratulate
I strive,
how do you congratulate Beyonce? Like, do you think she should have gave her the award? Cuz she basically
I mean, you can't if you do something and you get recognition for it, you can't just give up your recognition for someone else.
Hold on.
Because
But she basically did. She said there wouldn't be
what
my
she
album.
did was great. By paying homage,
And she split it. She split the award in two. Like she tore it up and tried to give Beyonce the horn, and she kept the bass. But that won't happen.
is that real or is that fake news?
No, you didn't see it.
No,
Oh my God, Chris, where you been, bro?
I've been too
Yeah,
busy.
she ripped
too busy watching Sean Spicer.
Oh yeah,
For
Adele, yeah, but even backstage, she said, "What does Beyonce have to
Why
do?"
and Adele?
Ain't no why.
Ain't no why.
Oh yeah. Rips,
How did you
Grammy?
try to spell Adele?
I don't
with a
know,
Y?
but anyway,
A
grammar.
phantom Y.
I said Rips grammar.
And you searching your Gmail?
Oh
What
shit,
the
I'm
fuck
all
is
in my
going
Gmail
on,
right now.
man?
We need interns.
We need interns.
But anyway, man. But yeah, she said backstage.
and you in my porn folder.
Yeah, I just saw your pornos, Chris. You got a wide array of different. You got that boy. You like that XXXXX shit. I saw a bitch with a swivel sweeper in her ass. I said, Chris, you watching that?
First off, everybody has a porn browser, right?
I don't have one.
Well, you should. You should.
Mine is right here.
First off, if you don't have a porn browser, you need to go download Opera or Safari or Mozilla, whatever you don't use normally, you just put it on your computer, and that's your porn browser. And you all of him a goddamn porn browser.
She ripped it.
That bitch is
She
crazy.
broke it. She broke it, saying
How strong do you have to be to break a Grammy?
But that's the thing though. And then even backstage, she said, she told one of the reporters or commentators, what does Beyonce have to do to win Album of the Year? And in lieu of all of that, did you see Beyonce's pictures this week that dropped of her and her mother shooting a bird?
No, what
You didn't see that? Chris, where you been, bro?
I already told you.
Chris.
I've been engulfed in politics.
Hey,
like
man,
the
you
last
gotta.
week.
Hey, man, sometimes you gotta take a break from Trump, man. He'll drive you crazy, man. Beyonce shoots bird.
And we're still in the porn folder. Eh?
What you mean we in the porn folder? Middle finger, Beyonce. Oh, I spelled Beyonce wrong.
Can't spell it,
Beyonce.
dog. Can't spell it. Yeah.
I can't. It's the
Middle fingers up.
Is that it? Nah. Yep. Okay. Yeah. So you see this?
Mm-hmm.
So
Oh, shit.
everyone is saying, is this to the Grammy? Like, is this to the committee? Her and her mama. You see what I'm saying? So what do you think about that? And
I like to fuck Beyonce's mom.
Yeah. Come on, but other than that, Chris. But what I'm saying is,
You
know,
got me in that mindset already.
but that's what I'm saying. This is Beyonce. Little kids look up to her and stuff like that. Like, what do you think about this picture right here? And she's pregnant, so you got to understand that she's very emotional right now. So you think her doing this is kind of like,
I think her titties are big.
yeah. But I mean, on a, it says, I ain't thinking about you. Beyonce let her hair down following the
thinking
Grammys,
about
showing
you.
off her sassier side as she posed with mom. Tina knows,
Mom.
giving the camera the middle finger. So do you think this is to the Grammy committee?
I don't know. Who the fuck knows?
But that's what I'm saying. Do you think Beyonce is supposed to be doing something like that?
I think bitches do it all the time.
Right, but role models?
Rihanna does it.
Rihanna ain't no role model.
Shit.
She a fine model. She fucking Rihanna could get this.
Shit. Rihanna upon the replay. Come on now.
Yeah, that
Oh,
bitch.
Rihanna.
Yeah, whew, yeah, she bad. But Rihanna could do something like that. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. Do you think Beyonce's hurt?
Yeah.
And I think this picture shows that she's hurt.
I think Oscar So White was.
Grammys.
I know, but I think Oscar So White was a better depiction of not getting recognition for your work than the Grammys was. Just because I know we always talk about Grammys, Hov, even in the new song with Beyonce and DJ Khaled, 21.
Shining.
He said 21 Grammys. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
So I
21.
think that
I'm a savage like 21.
right, but the problem is that
I know Hope had 21 Grammys.
right. The problem is we in the black community are always seeking.
Adulation.
No, we're seeking gratification from the masses, right? The reason that they respect Grammys more than anything else is because the Grammys are not for us, by us, right? Where you got the BET Awards, the Soul Train Awards. These are the people that know, love you, and recognize you, and are really giving it. But the Grammys are for everyone, right? So it's like as black artists in particular, for you to get that validation as just an artist of all, you want that Grammy. You want that. So,
but they just started letting us in, like with the
Right.
Grammys. They just started letting
there's
like
a
hip hop
crazy
culture
stat.
and
So,
stuff in. So
I want to say there's only 11 black artists that have ever won
like album of the year.
Album of the Year.
Yeah.
And think about the influence of black culture in the music industry.
We are the influence.
Right.
We
And-
are
and
music. You heard that interview with
The last
Bruno
one
Mars?
was Outkast won Album of the Year, right?
Yeah.
And
That was an amazing album.
who else?
Probably Michael Jackson. I don't know. Let's look it up.
Right. You see what I'm saying? And so all of these things, we still aren't getting validation from the masses. Oscar So White last year helped Fences, Hidden Figures, all of these people.
There's a black person nominated in every category for the Oscars this year.
And that's awesome. That's how it should have been.
But do you think they only doing that because they blackballed us last year?
No, I think that as a result of the blackball, or even as a result of the woke community, there have just been an influx of great stories that are about black people. And now they're just getting it. Just I think it's just not a conspiracy, but I think it's literally just a coincidence that these things happened the year after Oscar So White.
Yeah.
You know, and it's, I mean, just like when Beck won it. When Beck won album.
But yeah, and he beat Beyonce.
Yeah.
Beyonce, what she got? But that's the thing. You got to think about it like this, bro. And we're going to move on to our next topic after this. Think about it like this. Think about everything that album meant for Beyonce. It let us into her personal life. She dropped the album without us knowing. She's changed the game with that. Okay, no pubbing, no nothing. Then each song had a correlating video. So the amount of work that went into it, the amount of time, the amount of persons, the amount of secretiveness to keep it under wraps. And then let us into her life about Jay-Z and the infidelity and the cheating and just about being so black. And she
I would say
still
this.
didn't
I think
win.
that those things are magnified by her status as a star. I don't know how innovative that stuff is.
What? A video with each song?
Yeah, I mean, I hear you, but I don't
When
know.
videos are played out, when the last time you seen a music video, Chris?
Music videos are costing hundreds of thousands of dollars, just like anything else, because digestible content is everything now. When you want to hear a song and you don't have Spotify, what do? You go to YouTube.
Go to YouTube.
So music videos are back, and they're probably as popular, if not more popular than ever. That's why she released a visual album. She wasn't the first person to release a visual album.
She wasn't.
People are acting as if she reinvented the wheel with this thing.
That's not what
she
I'm saying.
She hasn't the first person to drop a secret album. She wasn't the first person to release a video album. In fact,
she was the first person to release a great visual secret album.
Right,
great.
But this isn't.
Motherfucker
We're talking
went-
about the Grammys. We're not talking about the Oscars.
We're talking about
you
the
see what I'm saying? Like they're gonna talk about
That's
all of these
innovation.
things.
That's innovation.
Even still, with all
That's
of the,
Google.
Right, exactly. But all of those things, at the end of the day, don't equate to the music. And I'm telling you, a lot of people.
You sound like my sister.
And a lot of people
and she's
said,
a huge Beyonce fan.
huge. Have I ever listened to all the Lemonade album?
No, I haven't either.
I watched the hour video.
Yeah, I did too.
Right?
Yeah.
Because the songs coupled with the imagery made the songs better.
Mm-hmm.
But if you just boop boop popped in your earbuds and listen to Lemonade, what are you gonna get out of it?
Mm-hmm.
I think that her status of being the most popular person in music today, period, hands down. And doing all of those things while being the most popular person makes it seem like it's above and beyond more so than it is.
Yeah.
And
good point.
And that's what I got out of the arguments that people were making and the arguments that you're making. Is it life-changing? Is it life-altering? Yes. She let you into her life, right? So does every other musical artist.
Yeah.
Right? Ed Sheeran has a song now, Castle on the Hill, where he's talking about growing up. He gives the life story of every single one of his friends in that one song, and then talks about how, okay, you're still married and you got a drug overdose and you have an addiction, and despite my fame, I'm still going back to hang out with you guys, and I can't wait, and I always keep that in the forefront of my mind. So he's letting you into his life. His album X does the same thing as Lemonade. It lets you into his life, but because
that's a great album.
It's a fantastic album.
Yeah, that's my shit.
You know what I'm saying? He talks about when he talking about Nina. He even goes into naming names. Like, this was the time and place where you broke my heart. Thinking out loud.
Yeah.
The biggest song in the world last year.
Yeah.
That was a personal story. So
and he wrote that.
And he wrote that and played and is the lead guitarist for it.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So when people talk about her doing all these things, it's just a deviation from the norm for Beyonce. Because they're so private with their.
She got to win it next year, but I say she
It's
keep
been
going.
It was 5 years before anybody saw their wedding video footage.
That's
she released it on tour.
Hold on, but that's what Kanye said though. Notice Kanye won at the Grammys this year because he said they be shitting on black artists. Notice, and you see why he wasn't there for a night. But think about if he was there this year. You think he would have ran up on the stage like he did at the VMAs? and said Beyonce got the greatest album of all time?
Give me Kanye speech. Give me Kanye speech. Come on, impromptu.
Beyonce got the greatest album of all time. Lemonade was fire. Yeezy for president 2020. Go buy my Yeezys. I'm out this bitch. Me and Kim fucked real hard last night.
Real hard.
Yeezy.
Season 5.
Season 5.
Yeah.
New York Fashion Week. I'm coming. Drop some mic.
Drop the mic on you bitch ass niggas.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Bieber wasn't there either.
Bieber wasn't there. He said they shit on young artists.
They do.
So a lot of people got a lot of gripes and concerns with the Grammy committee, but just like the Oscars reformulated and did some different things to get more black nominees in this year and considered black artists and black thespians this year, I feel like Grammys committee need to do the same thing going into next year's Grammys, because it's really, really a disservice and injustice almost the way they shit on black artists every year, because we really are the backbone of any music genre.
We really are. Everything.
So,
Culture.
We the culture. Shout out to Migos.
Man. So in efforts to keep all the shows and episodes under an hour, we just had some few house cleaning notes before we get out of here. We have been working. We've been working
hard, man.
And
I'm working so hard right now. You know how you got that dirt on your collar, on your neck, on your shirt? My shit dirty as fuck because we work so hard, bro.
Yeah, so we working. We actually, unfortunately, we had guests scheduled for today. Had some issues, some situations.
Yeah, man. But one monkey don't stop no show. Shout out to Outkast.
Mm-hmm. And we also had we also want to wish our bartender Bam, founder of Bam, K.
Badass bartender.
Badass mixers.
No, I'm sorry, badass mixers.
Now we sauced and drizzed.
Yeah, we sauced now.
I'm tingling. Mm-hmm. But Kay,
these mimosas is hidden.
We want you to get well. She was in the hospital earlier today. She called us, said we can't come, so we had to improvise real quick. Mm-hmm. We want you to get well, man.
Get well, man. As soon as you get well, we're gonna have you back, and we're gonna have some of them motherfucking leg spreaders.
Wrong person. You thinking about
fuck? Whoa! Oh, one of them slow motions. Yeah. Or what's the other drink she had?
I don't remember.
The Bout It.
Something. I don't know. It doesn't matter. So when we say we've been working, we really been working on coming up with different avenues to reach. We've already hit YouTube with the podcast, but we're also going to start doing some digestible content, smaller formats. We want to be the place where you come and you learn things, as well as you hear our opinions and you know we're working. One of the things we always get a lot of the times is that we can tell that you guys put a lot of effort into creating these things because you make me think. And that's one things we want to continue to do, both in lifestyle and politics, in sports. These are just the things that we enjoy doing. We love, and
true.
So we're going to be look for that. Every single week we're going to be bringing something different. And every single time that we bring something different, we just want your feedback. Let us know what's up, what works, what doesn't work. And we'll keep moving.
Yeah,
if it doesn't work, we'll just scrap it and keep it going.
That's really what this is. Like you're growing with us because this is a growing process for us. I mean, Chris and I, we've never done this before. Just an idea that he came up with. He called me. He said we should do a podcast. Your finals podcast was booming. I think you should kind of do it like more on the regular. And if you would have me, I would love to do it with you. Come up with the theme song. But now look at us. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, I kind of want to do one thing too before we end the show today. To our the legit Truth crew, like the
Truth
legit.
Crew.
Day one listeners,
Truth
like
crew,
who've been listening to us, because this is the 20th episode.
20.
That's pretty
Actually,
huge.
20 this way, right?
Yeah, I mean, which way in the camera? It's this way.
Yeah, it'll be this way. No, it's this way in the camera.
Yeah. This is our 20th episode, man, and cheers to that.
Cheers to you. Cheers to the Truth crew.
And without you guys, we wouldn't would have made it to.
We
20
already
episodes.
beat the odds.
Yeah.
Average podcast episode is 16.
Yeah, we beat the odds, man, and I mean, you guys call me every day, text me, email me, tweet me, DM me every day. You know, the show was great. You guys should do this. And like real listeners, you know, Chandrika, thank you. Jody, thank you. Tay, thank you. Joey, thank you. All the bruhs, thank you. Walt, thank you. Yeah. All the Clemson bruhs, thanks. Everybody in Chicago listening.
Yeah.
Thanks. Everybody in Florida.
Yeah.
Thanks.
And
Everybody in South Carolina.
We even just got word that the military.
Yeah, everybody in the
down in
armed
Fort Hood.
services showing the bottomless
for your
truth with
services,
CD
too.
and Juice. Thank you for your services.
And we gonna
thank you for listening to
matter of
us.
fact, we're gonna be rocking with you guys. I'm gonna commit to this on the pod right now. My cousin's his unit that's getting deployed. We're gonna do a drive. We're gonna get a huge care package because they appreciate the little things, deodorant, soap, because those things aren't over there.
Yeah.
They're going to war-torn Syria. We're gonna get a drive going and we're gonna send them things as thanks from the Bottomless Truth. So look out for more information. I'll have more information on that next week.
Yeah, man. So I just wanted to say thank you to all our true fans. Thanks for getting the word out, because you guys are kind of like our grassroots team. You know what I mean? You're out here in these streets and you're working hard for the Bottomless Truth with CD and Juice, and we don't even really know it. You know what I'm saying? So we just appreciate it, and thank you. I thank you. Chris thanks you, and we got a lot more in store for you the next 20 episodes.
And yeah, that's what we said. Be on the lookout for the different content, different types of content.
And on that note, we right at an hour. Wow. Like right at an hour. 59, like shit. Let's do a countdown. Shit. 10 now.
That's it.
But yeah, man, that's it, man. Until next week, man. We out of here. The Bottomless Truth with CD and Juice. Remember, do the right thing, and if you do the wrong thing, do it the right way. Yes, sir.
Non-violent.
Yes, sir.
Put the guns down, Chicago. Put the guns down.
Bang, 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 bang.